Hey, it's this guy.
Huh? Whoa! If it isn't Henry!
How are you, Hornet?
I'm fine. Just a little sore in the thigh.
Oh, someone beat you up.
As if. I landed a job with a farmer down in the village here. Hired me to hold the sheep so they can be shorn. Easy money. Only thing is, as we were driving the sheep towards the barn, I took my eye off the ram for a moment. Wham! The bastard charged straight at my leg as soon as I turned my back on him. Dumb animal. What about you? How have you been?
I've been flitting here and there.
Huh. Fine. Keep it to yourself, then. Want to fight?
Last time we talked, you were headed to a tournament with your new gear. How did that go?
It all went to shit.
You didn't win, then?
I didn't even make it there. I got into town to put my name down. But before that, I popped into a tavern for a bite to eat and see if the innkeeper knew of any work in the area. Yes, he says. He sent me to this little arsehole. The job sounded good. He said somebody owed him, didn't want to pay him back, blah, blah, blah. All I had to do was lean on him a bit, scare the shit out of him, and make him repay the debt. The reward was more than decent, so I took it.
There was a catch, wasn't there?
Of course there was. The debtor was this well-dressed fellow. He should have hit me right then, but it didn't. So I lie in wait for him. He comes along, I square up to him, and he starts shrieking.
That was only to be expected.
He's only a city councillor.
Oh, Christ.
I took off, but the guards caught me anyway. Public apology, compensation for personal injury, confiscation of armor and weapons. I was left with nothing but the shirt on my back. And that little whoreson that hired me vanished. That lousy fucking little piece of shit. So that's how my fame and fortune at the tournament turned out.
That really went downhill rapidly, then.
Exactly.
What are the rules?
I have two. 1, always put some money down. 2, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right. Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I once ran into a fellow named Yira. The bastard knew how to swing a cudgel better than anybody. He taught me some moves. Beat me, and I'll teach them to you, too.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win. Do it!
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, Yira and his technique. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Run in and yell a lot. And twirl a cudgel above your head.
And this is what I bet all that money for.
All right. There was one more trick Yira had. He'd always lunge like he was going to hit you from the right, but then he'd stop mid-swing and catch you with his left. A right old punch. That threw everybody, including me. Anyway, and having got the upper hand, he'd cosh you hard with that cudgel in his right hand. It's all about diverting attention.
Right. Thanks for telling me.
Don't whistle here. Nobody wants to hear it.
Go! Quick!
Whoa!
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh, no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade far and wide.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade, but because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, no?
Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's back.
And that pissed him off and he wants his revenge?
He complained to the bailiff, saying the oak's dangerous and has to go.
Christ, there'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will be standing here long after we're gone.
Where are you travelling from, merchant?
Gott zum Gruße, Pilger.
Ah, German. Well, I hope you speak a little of our language, or we're not going to get very far.
Nein, no German. I am from Salzburg. Ich bin Anton Stork, Geschäftsmann. I trade in Salt. Salt und Alum. Verstehst du mich?
How's business? Not so good, what with the war and all that, I suppose?
Nein. War is not bad. The prices, they go up. Everybody, they need my Salz. Risiko ist Profit, mein Freund.
Ah, so the war is good for you, is it? But what if you get robbed?
My protection is good. Sigismund, he gives me safe passage. Verzichtete sogar auf den Zoll. Verstehst du?
I thought you said Sigismund waived your duty.
Ja. Sigismund is good king. He know trade is important.
The damned injustice. You're turning a profit while our people's houses are burning to the ground, aren't you?
Was? Ich verstehe dich überhaupt nicht. I not understand.
Yeah, well, I don't really understand you either.
Was?
But I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't trust Sigismund if I were you. He's a bloody scoundrel.
Ja. Das ist eine schwere Zeit. Zoll, Gebühren, Schmiergelder. Dieses Land ist beschissen. Aber das kann man nicht verstehen.
Look, Anton, this is getting us nowhere. Have you got anything to sell? Trade. Understand?
Zu verkaufen? Oh ja, natürlich. Bitteschön. Nothing to your liking, sir?
Easy boy. Easy boy. We'll get them next time.
God! Quick! Go! Whoa!
Goes around, comes around.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Hold on. I'm just going to clean it for you.
A knight held captive here died recently. Peter of Sukadleski. Do you know anything about that?
Ah, yes. He was in poor shape when they brought him in. But if they had let me treat him, I might have been able to save him.
What was wrong with him?
I only saw him very briefly, but it was obvious he was in bad shape. He was pale. His eyes were bloodshot. He was acting like he had been hit very hard on the head.
So it really was illness that killed him then?
Well, partly. But mostly it was negligence and disrespect for human life.
Did they forbid you from treating the prisoner?
No, not directly anyway. But let us say they made it very clear to me that the wounded from the king's army were the priority. And there is no shortage of them.
But there hasn't been a battle for some time.
Exactly. They are bored. So they get drunk and knock each other's teeth out or strain their backs in the baths.
Are you certain that knight could still be helped? Might treating him have been pointless?
Only Allah can cure the ill. I can lessen their pain, put them into a deep sleep or such. But who am I to decide whether or not the pain will return? Or if they will wake up from their sleep? I do have plenty of experience, though. And I think I can recognize who has a chance of surviving and who does not.
Thank you. I'm going now.
Good day, sir.
There's the shield. Sir, I need to talk to you. Please.
God bless you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Henry, and
Forget the pleasantries. Czego chcesz?
I've come about Sir Jerzek of Holoclawy.
Ależ, no w takim razie to zacznij gość, prawda? Such a distinguished visit. What do you want from me?
I heard about what happened between you and Jerzek. I understand that you're in the right. But couldn't you return his armor and horse? Without them, it's as if he's not a knight at all.
So poor valiant Jerzek's not doing well, and I should show I have a good heart. That would soon have everyone around walking all over me. I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back to Jerzek. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
I know a bit about it, but I'd be interested in your side of the story.
There's no his side and my side here. There are just facts. We went to the village to stock up. The locals wanted to cheat us and slipped us a bag of sand instead of flour. So we looted and torched the place. When it was all over, Jerzek started going on at me about how it was dishonorable. But he took his ration of flour all the same, the whoreson.
But I understand that you're mad at Jezek, but he needs help. It's just not right for a lord to become a thief.
So that is what his lordship from Hololavi is doing now.
What else is left when you've taken everything from him? You're the only one who can do anything about it.
Yes, maybe I can send my men to drag him here in chains and lash him with a whip.
Now, you know what? Since there's no reasoning with you, we'll do it another way. In the name of Sir Jezek, I challenge you to a duel.
You? You'd better turn around and be glad I'm not going to kick your ass out of here.
Well now, is the brave knight afraid he might lose to me? What would your men say about that?
Careful, boy. You have been quite entertaining so far, but I will not be mocked.
All the more reason to give me a good beating then, isn't it? And in public, no less.
If you want it so badly, let us do this properly. We will engage in 3 rounds. Pole arms first, then short swords and shields. And finally, like proper knights, with long swords. Each man shall take his own weapons and armor, and whoever bests their opponent in at least 2 rounds wins. I will wager Jezek's horse and knightly armor. You match the price in groschen. What do you say?
I accept.
Excellent! Get yourself the necessary armor and equipment. When you are ready, bring me the coin and we will start.
Okay, I need polearm and I need a long sword then. I have this long sword. I don't have a shield. Do I even need a shield? Pole axe. Will this work? Or maybe I'll just buy and be done with it.
Good afternoon.
What do you have?
And I'll take sketches.
Let's talk about the...
Well,
And if this is not enough,
Satisfied?
no.
I'll just buy the pole axe.
Fine.
I mean
I was
polearm.
glad to be of help to you, yes, sir.
A nail, as usual.
My humble respect.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
have a kind master, eh, doggy?
God be with you.
Greetings to you too.
You have a kind master, eh?
Okay. Long sword. I guess I'll make a guild one. Yeah. Fastening and Toledo. Actually, I can't. I don't have the broken guild. Never mind. Broad longsword. Yeah. If I can get all of this. Iron, steel, sword guard, pommel.
What do you need?
Show me your way.
Thank you, sir, and come again.
Now I just need to go and find a cow. I doubt you have a cow skin.
What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
But you do have shields. You do have cow skin. Nice.
I'd like to do something. Well,
Nice.
That's... You see? I was glad to be of help to you, good sir. I'm
Awesome.
sorry.
damn, it's burning. It'll take a bit longer. done in no time.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Sir, I am ready.
I've never heard of the Lords of Garbov. Could you tell me something about yourself?
It is true that Garbov is a long way from here. What would you like to know?
Zavish the Black. Aren't you the fearsome tournament competitor who's jousted far and wide?
I did not only compete, I won. Are you starting to regret our agreement?
Not at all. I'm just trying to find out what's in store for me.
All right, but don't expect me to show you any tricks. Who taught you to fight, anyway?
Sir Bernard of Aleshna, the greatest warrior in the Sasau region.
Bernard. No, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Right, and you were taught by whom?
Master Ippolito from Italy. My father saved him from bandits years ago, and he taught me and my brother for 2 years to thank him. Sword fighting, horsemanship, everything we needed to become true knights.
Only the best for the nobility, eh? Did he handle you with kid gloves?
Ha! It was a fucking ordeal. He made us run and climb in full armor, ride bareback, swim with a sack of stones tied to our feet. And at night, when we could barely crawl, he gave us swords and we had to defeat him in combat. One after the other. Curva. Sometimes I miss that Italian butcher.
Where is Garbov, actually? It almost sounds Czech.
Almost, yes. It's in Poland. My father was the Burgrave of Konarsko-Sierać. He bred the best horses in all of Poland. Certainly a lot livelier than that nag of Jezek's.
And how big is the family of the Lords of Garbov?
I have 2 brothers, Jan and Piotr. But I have not seen them in a long time. I can only pray they are both still alive.
How did you end up in Sigismund's army?
Our king called on us to send soldiers to Sigismund, and I didn't feel like sitting at home with my wife.
You went to fight in a foreign land without asking any questions?
Against the Bohemians here, the Ottomans in Nicopolis, or Jobst in Moravia, it makes no difference. The best way to keep your enemies away from the border is to defeat them before they cross it. Sigismund pays well, and our king is glad to have his own people around him. If you take my meaning.
Then why are you here with the Cumans, and not in Sedlets?
Sitting on my arse all day and slowly drinking myself to death? No, thank you.
I'd better go and get ready for the duel.
Wait a moment. There is one more thing I'm interested in.
Ask away.
Why are you so keen to help Jezek anyway?
I would help anyone who needs it.
Anyone who needs it, or anyone who deserves it?
You think Jezek doesn't deserve it?
I'm not saying that. But if my men see me lose, they might say I'm not fit to lead them. In that case, I might need some help too.
All right, I'm ready. We can fight.
It is a little late now, do you not think? Come back in the morning.
Oh, he's stalling now. What is this? What do you mean it's late? What do I do in the meantime? There's a quest here. Quest tipster there. I won't wait. I'll go do something else.
Ready. Nice and slow. Quick! Ka! 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 Go! Quick! Go! 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 Whoa! Whoa!
What are you here for, friend?
Can I spend the night here? I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
But all I have is an old straw mattress, sir.
That's enough for me, and I'll pay you well. Let's agree on a
More. Thanks.
What's going on around here?
Martha, the wife of our blacksmith here, came complaining a while ago. She arranged a job for her old man, but he doesn't like it. He won't even let his apprentice do it. And it's a pity you weren't here earlier. There was a fight.
Some drunks had a fight?
No, that's just the point. A bunch of brutes laid into a lad. I think they were after him. If I hadn't called the bailiff, he could have ended up a lot worse.
And you don't know why they beat him up?
You'll have to ask him yourself. He wouldn't tell me anything. He acted like nothing had happened.
And who was the lad?
A hired hand from Vysoka, a village up the hill. I think his name is Pavel.
And what was the lad's name? Pavel?
Yes, Pavel. He's a hired hand in Vysoka.
Thanks. Anything else?
There are also bands of vagrants wandering around here, so something will definitely happen sooner or later.
Right here?
Not yet, but people are already afraid to stick their noses out at night, especially after that fight with those blokes from Prague.
What happened?
They were acting like they owned the place, drinking and eating like pigs. Our lads told them politely to take a walk, and they did too, but not before beating our lads up like dogs. And what did the bailiff do? Not a thing. He's an old yellow belly. So now the lads are practicing fighting with their bare hands, so it won't happen again. All in secret, of course. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Greetings.
The bailiff doesn't know anything about the fights.
He suspects something. That's why he often sits in here and listens to all that's going on.
Could I take part in these fights too?
But of course. My son runs them. He's the strongest one here and he loves to brag about it. I can't listen to it anymore. If you beat that lout, I'll give you something on the tavern's tab. What do you say?
Why not try it? I'm in. We can start right away.
They meet in the pen behind the inn, so they won't be seen. Tell them I sent you, but don't let the bailiff catch you. He'd give you a hard time, and me too.
I know about your son already, but tell me about the others.
They're hired hands, just like him. Venza is the son of a farmer, and Pascal is from the blacksmiths.
I'm certain I'll get on with Pascal. We're in the same trade.
You're a blacksmith too? Well, that'll be a right hammering then.
Thanks. That'll be all. So here you are. Do you know how long I've been looking for you? They told me you were dead.
I haven't had such a good laugh for years. You ought to see your face.
I don't find it funny. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But speaking of which, you're not rhyming anymore.
Because I'm not Morticius, you donkey.
What? So who are you?
I'm just a simple poet. A rambler and a wayfarer.
So you made the whole thing up?
Not all of it. Morticius was my grandfather. The poor fellow was probably bored to death in the ossuary, so he sired a bunch of babes all over this domain. Of course, as a monk. He didn't leave much of an inheritance, so all I have left of him is his old habit. But you can play some pretty good tricks with it. I got you, didn't I?
Yeah. I'll confess, you got me. I really believed you were a monk.
Then my act was a success. And now, thanks to us, there will be 3 lovely pyramids of bones in the ossuary. Not everyone gets to leave behind such a memorial for posterity, eh?
Yeah, that's just great. But you promised me a reward.
All right. So you don't feel like you made an ass of yourself or nothing? I'll teach you a bit about poetry. What do you say?
Good evening. What do you need?
You look troubled. Is there anything I can help you with?
You're very kind, but I need someone who knows their way around a smithy. I need to get a few horseshoes made and deliver them. They were supposed to be done yesterday.
Oh, why don't you ask the blacksmith? It's his job, after all.
It's not so simple. The horseshoes are for the soldiers camped on the hill. And my Marosh, well, he sees them as traitors who are conspiring with foreign scum.
I see. You don't agree?
Young fella, if I was choosy about who I sell things to, I wouldn't have a groschen to my name. These are troubled times, and my husband doesn't understand that pride won't fill your stomach.
Oh, making horseshoes is no great art. Can't your apprentice do it?
Our Pascal, my old man's forbidden it. Whenever a soldier comes here to the forge, Marosh sends Pascal packing. He messed up once. If he broke the rules again, he'd probably have to find another trade.
Oh, great. It just so happens I'm a blacksmith, and I'd be glad to help you.
Really? Oh, then you've been sent from heaven.
So, How many of those horseshoes do you need?
Well, if you manage to make horseshoes for 2 horses, I'd be forever grateful to you. I'll pay, of course. See you later, my friend.
I'm sorry.
Hush, my darling. 2 horseshoes.
All we need is a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be sunny.
You're always welcome.
What do I need for... I just need scrap. Okay. Nobleman. I want to make her knight horseshoes. But I guess I'll do it in the morning.
At your service.
Martha asked me to help with those horseshoes for the soldiers from the camp.
Right. The blacksmith said they were here again. He always sends me home when they show up here, so they don't see me.
Why?
Once a band of Pragas were causing trouble in the tavern, and we stepped in to break things up, and they attacked us. So they say it'd be better if I didn't show my face around them. As if we'd mix it up again. See you later.
My humble respects.
If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Hey,
Oh, when is this day gone? You do remember the promise we made, don't you?
was one mask.
We can't talk, huh?
You promised that if we can't be together here on Earth, we'd be together after death.
Oh, drama. Drama. Okay, let's see. So I can only fight him. I guess I'll wait till morning. What's my energy is fine. So I'll wait.
My respects.
God be with you.
Flour, thin flatbread, all fresh and crunchy.
Greetings. What do you need?
What do you have? Wait, I didn't learn.
What do you need, sir?
What's new around here, blacksmith?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. What can I do for you?
Martha says she needs to have something forged.
Let me guess. Horseshoes for that rabble from the camp, eh? God damn it. I'd rather go broke than do anything for that lot.
So there's a military camp on the other side of the hill here. But that doesn't mean you'll lose your livelihood. You have a wife, a farm, and an apprentice on top of it. I'm sure you can use every groschen.
Well, there's some truth to that. But how would I look? A band of those Pragas beat up our boys in the tavern. Even Pascal got a pasting.
Then I'll forge them. At least you'll have a clear conscience.
Well, all right then.
What about the materials? If those horseshoes are needed in a hurry, I don't want to waste time scavenging for iron.
Indeed. Here you go. That should do for 2 sets.
Nice. So he gave me 2, which means he wants farmer ones. Okay. Then farmer it is.
It's already cooled off. It's not worth it.
of kind, master. Eh, mutt?
I've almost got it done. It's as cold as a dog's snout. Now I just have to temper it.
How can I help you today, friend?
Careful!
What brought you to fighting?
Well, I don't rightly know. It seems better than drinking or whoring around to me.
Oh, so girls and drinking aren't your thing?
Not really. I'm happier at the forge.
The bailiff doesn't like the fighting much. Why don't you just stop fighting?
I'd stop going right away. But Marcus always drags us into it. And if someone doesn't feel like it, he tells everyone what a chicken he is.
You're just asking for trouble.
Do you think so? Try to tell Marcus that. It's all his idea anyway.
Greetings. Hey, you're all bloody.
Here are those horseshoes. 2 sets, just as we agreed.
Let's see them then. These will do just fine. Such a young, hard-working, talented fella you are. Too bad I'm not a few years younger.
You mentioned something about payment?
Here you go. You won't buy a castle for it, but good work calls for good pay. Now, someone just needs to bring the horseshoes to Victoria. Would you do that for me? This backache of mine.
Who's this Victoria?
A girl from the village. She's a bit different. But deep down, a good girl.
Different? What do you mean?
She's had a hard life. Her husband died of the plague a while back, and now she's all alone. She does odd jobs for the villagers here to make a living. Sometimes I send her up to the soldiers with our goods. Why would I drag myself up that hill when she's got young legs and likes going up there anyway?
Fine. Which house does she live in?
It's not far at all. Just cross the stream and you're there. Take care now.
What's that? Are you in need of something?
I have a quest.
What's the meaning of this?
I have a quest to deliver. Unless it's here.
Victoria, I bought you horseshoes from Martha. Victoria? You here?
Oh no. Oh no.
Christ, so much blood. What happened here? I have to tell Martha.
It started simple with the horseshoes, but now... it's gonna become like Thunderstone.
Did the Cumans attack Miscavis? Are they causing you problems?
Thank God, no. And I'd like it to stay that way.
And how'd you get along with them?
As best we can. And we can count our blessings that our village belongs to the Sedlitz Monastery. Sigismund thinks quite highly of the abbot, and explicitly prohibited his people from pillaging the monastery's property.
What do you know about the Devil's Den?
Why do you ask? Did something happen? Were you robbed there?
Does that tavern have a good reputation?
Its name speaks for itself. All kinds of scum from the area gather there. I even heard the good-for-nothing Hinnik of Kunstadt goes there. The one they call the Dry Devil.
Really?
Take it from me. If I were you, I'd keep well away from that den of inequity.
If you have any problems with robbers, I'll be happy to help you.
Thanks so much for the offer. I'll keep it in mind. But first, I have to convince the abbot to offer some reward.
Do you have problems with robbers? I expect it's not completely safe on the roads, eh?
Unfortunately, you're right. But that wasn't the case not too long ago. Nobody would even dare fart around Kuttenberg without the nobility's permission. And today? It's no use talking about it.
Are you the bailiff?
Aye, that's me.
I don't want to snitch about secret fights. Not yet.
I hear a certain Matthew has been rampaging round here.
Do you mean Matthew the Collector?
Collector? Is that a nickname?
That's what he calls himself. He says he's collecting for the king on the roads. But he's just a common bandit. And a real pain in my ass. If I didn't have to deal with this Janusz Uher bullshit, I'd have dealt with that scumbag by now. But as they say, misfortunes never come lightly. When there's bullshit, there's a lot of it.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most often?
He has already robbed several traders on the roads between our village and the Suchdol fortress. You'd better avoid those places. Although, there is a bounty on Matthew, if you dare. Not too measly, actually.
I'd be happy to help. The likes of him belong behind bars or in the pillory.
Or the gallows. Listen then. Besides the fact that Matthew robs traveling merchants, he also has something much more valuable. If you can bring it to me, you'll get your reward.
What precious thing can a bandit like him have in his possession?
Here's the thing. Not long ago, a certain master illuminator was passing through. An interesting man, honored guest. I gave him lodging and food at my house and asked him a few questions. He said he was delivering a book to Sedlets, for which he had been asked to make pictures. He was very careful with it and kept it close the entire time. He left at dawn the next day.
And what happened then?
They found him dead by the wagon he arrived in, which was burnt. The book had vanished into thin air. If Matthew's involved, and I bet he is, he must still have the book.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most often?
Were you not listening to me? Somewhere by the roads between Miskovitz and Suchto.
Janos Uher?
That's the scoundrel I have locked up in the pillory outside my house right now.
What did he do?
He was trying to rob the blacksmith's house, but Loiza, his helper, caught him. He lunged at him, but Janusz pulled out his axe, and the lad ended in a bad way. God knows if he'll survive. If we have to bury Loiza, I'll make sure Janusz hangs.
How about I treat this Loiza boy? Would you let Janos go free?
What do you care about him? Is he some pal of yours?
I wouldn't say pal, exactly. It's more like we have some mutual friends.
All right. If you heal Loiza and pay for that scoundrel, I'll let him go. But don't let him show his face around here again.
What exactly did Janos do to Loiza?
He slashed him with an axe, the murderer, right in the stomach. He's got a deep, gaping wound there, like a gate to hell. We don't have an apothecary or a sawbones here. The herbalist says he only has 2 more days left.
I'll go to see Loiza.
As you wish, but be careful. He's in a really bad shape.
I brought Victoria those horseshoes, and I think something's happened to her.
What? What do you mean?
The house was empty, and in the hearth room next to the bed, I found a puddle of blood. It hadn't even dried yet.
Jesus Christ! What if she's been... No!
It might not be too late. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know. Really? Oh, how horrible!
Did Victoria have problems with anyone from the village? Did anyone want to hurt her?
No, definitely not. Good God, she was... I mean, she is a good girl. Although...
Can you think of anyone?
Sometimes there's talk about how she lives alone and how she makes her living.
Why would anyone be bothered about how Victoria makes her living? As long as she's not stealing, she can do whatever she wants, right?
Well, not everyone was happy that she brings our goods up to the camp. Once, someone even drew something very ugly on our door because of it. But what's that poor girl supposed to do without a man? There's a war, and we all need to make a living somehow.
Who did she go and see at the camp? Who might know more about her?
Mainly their blacksmith. She brings goods up there every 2 or 3 days. He's certain to remember her. So tell them at the gate that you're bringing something from the smithy. They'll let you in.
Who's bothered by her living alone? Whose business is that?
Things are a little different, you see. She lost her husband some time ago. A young widow, actually. A pretty young widow. Naturally, a few fellas were fawning over her. There was one in particular, but he got the boot, just like all the others. But he'd never hurt her. He might be a loudmouth, but he's harmless.
Who's this mystery man, then?
I won't say. If word got out that I accused someone, we might as well just close up shop here.
But I'm not about to go blabbing about it in the tavern. I just need to know where to start looking for Victoria.
Fine. but you didn't hear this from me. Farmer Kuba was pretty keen on her, and he wasn't going to give up easy. Last time, he tried to flatter her by giving her a headscarf, but Victoria knew it had belonged to his dead wife. So she told him to sod off. The whole village was laughing at him. He's a bitter old man. But would he hurt her? I don't think so.
Huh? Jealousy's a powerful thing, though.
Well, that's true, too. So go and ask him yourself. He lives with his children and his housekeeper in that big house behind the smithy. He's always wearing a bright red coat and a hat with a feather in it. You're certain not to miss him, but not a peep about what I told you.
Don't worry. I'll take that secret to the grave. Is there anything else you can think of before I go?
I've already told you everything I know. Now hurry up!
Poor fella. He's barely breathing. That wound looked quite scary. But it's not so bad, really. It's deep, but it's clean, and it's not bleeding much. Maybe some potion will help him. If it was just a gash, he'd still breathe normally. That's all I can find out now. Janos really fucked him up. But if I clean the wound and bandage it tightly, he may recover in time. A healing potion wouldn't hurt either. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Please grant Loisa a speedy recovery. He has done nothing wrong. He doesn't deserve to die yet. This I ask as your faithful servant. Intercede for him, Lord God, and your Son, Jesus Christ. May Loisa recover soon, and may he continue to serve the Lord as a good Christian. I'm gonna bandage you now. Hold on a moment. I have a healing potion for you. Drink this. You'll feel better. Some chamomile to help you sleep and save what little strength you have left. Well, that's done. It should be enough to keep him alive. I've already treated Loisa. He'll be all right.
Really? Well, it's true he's looking a little better now. He has a healthier color and all.
So everything worked out well. Can you let Janos go free?
Well, all right. But pay up first. Loisa needs something to live on while he's recovering. Think of it as compensation.
I'll pay right away. There you go. Now you can set him free.
Here's the key to the pillory. It's better if you free him yourself. I don't want him spitting on my boots.
Have you heard about that secret fight club?
Perhaps you should tell me what you know about it. And fast.
I just overheard something, that's all.
It better be. Well, if you were to overhear anything else, let me know. I'd like to nip it in the bud.
I can snitch. But I won't. Yet. I don't need to do... these fights yet.
Lord be with you.
You're Cuba, the farmer, right?
Aye, I am. What do you want?
I'm looking for Victoria. And I thought you might know where to find her.
Why should I, of all people, know?
Victoria's not at home or anywhere else in the village. She's vanished.
A pity.
Would you happen to know anything about that?
Huh. Maybe she moved to the camp on the hill for good. She was hanging around with them soldiers. Maybe she's doing it with them Cuman bastards too. So they decided to keep her up there.
You can't be serious. She could be injured somewhere, or even worse. And you're glad?
What goes around comes around. I have a clean conscience. To hell with that silly goose.
Why don't you just admit the girl was a real thorn in your side? And that you were jealous as hell? An old dog wanted some young meat, but ended up with a nibble, eh?
Listen, you prick. What the fuck are you trying on me? Who the hell do you think you are? You'd better take that back while you still have teeth.
You're pissed off that she preferred someone else over you, eh? You waited for her, and...
Enough! You've been asking for a beating, so here it comes! Pray for a quick death, you bastard! Mercy! Spare me!
So, had enough already?
Yeah. Just leave me alone now. And I really don't know anything about Victoria. Maybe she just decided village life wasn't for her, so she took off with her soldier.
What soldier? You telling me this now?
I heard someone came across her up there in the forest while she was having a rendezvous with some fella from the camp. But I really don't know anything else.
All right. I'll ask in the camp then.
Oh, I have to go there anyway. Awesome.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! Go! Ka! 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 Go! Quick! Ka! Ka! Quick!
Someone's been pampering this horse.
I'm fucking tired. And on top of that...
God bless you, sir.
Would you help me out? I'm looking for someone.
Well, that depends. Who are you looking for?
Victoria, a girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance in the upper part of the camp. If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least. You can't miss the banging of the hammer.
Thanks a lot. I'll ask him.
Take care.
Oh, corso buffato!
Good doggy. Good boy.
All covered in sand, hot and dry, with no fresh water.
És ennyi volt!
Nem kellett volna beleütnöd az orrodat.
Innkeeper!
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Happened? Why are you all covered in blood?
All right, I'm ready. We can fight.
Tough Spaniale. But you have to put down the coin up front.
Here you go. Down to the last groschen.
Just how I like it. How should the herald introduce you?
I want it to be known that Henry of Skalitz defeated you, and that he did it for all the common folk who had their roofs burned over their heads because of the likes of you.
Very nice speech. But let us see how you talk when I knock some of your teeth out. Come on. I cannot wait.
Hail, gentlemen, brave knights, loyal comrades. Today, we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garabov, called the Black, and Henry of Skalitz. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Jezek of Holohlavi. The noble lord of Garabov has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the dispute between the Lord of Gabov and the Lord of Holohlavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms. Let the clash of pole arms begin.
There's no escape!
Of Skalitz. I can't believe it myself. He's beaten the Lord of Garabov. Both combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath maid tend to their wounds before the next round.
Hey! Let me take a look at that wound. Hey!
Could you treat me, please? That fella laid into me like a battering ram into a gate.
Don't worry. We'll sort you out.
Thank you, my lady. So now while I wait... What was that guy doing there? Whirlwinding. I'm ready. You coming back or no? Ah, there he is.
Both combatants are ready for the second round. The duel with one-handed weapons can begin. The duel of shields comes to an end, and the winner is Henry of Skullet. Unbelievable!
Christ,
God must have guided his hand. Both combatants may now tend to their wounds and rearm themselves for the third and final duel.
I'm ready.
The noblest fight begins, the longsword duel. And the undisputed winner is Henry of Skullet. He's defeated his rival with an incredible performance. All three
stop the bleeding.
were well fought, and God was on the side of the one in the right. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Not only has the brave Henry won glory, he's cleared the name of Lord Jezek of Holohlavi from disgrace, while he put the Lord of Garabov to shame with his performance. The dispute between these two gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished. My humble respects.
Well, is that everything?
Is it not enough for you? I cannot believe it! I, the champion of tournaments all the way from Brittany to Venice, and I end up beaten by a yokel like you, with his finger up his nose.
I thought losing would make you angrier.
I would like to kill you like a dog, But you won fair and square. I must give you that. You will find the horse stabled up by the gate, and you can take the armor from my chest.
Haven't you forgotten something?
The groschen are in the chest, too.
All those poor people whose village you torched finally got justice.
I'm sure it'll warm their little hearts when they're digging through the ashes for a bit of flour they didn't want to give us.
Now, where's the lady?
Well, that should be everything. Jezek's sure to be happy.
Greetings, my friend.
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. Aye. There's a girl who shows up here every now and again. I'm no good with names, but Victoria sounds familiar.
Who did she know best around here?
She got along with the merchants, but I'd say she fancied Black the most.
Who?
A soldier from the provisioning unit. I'd say her business dealings were more of an excuse to meet with him.
Where can I find this soldier Black?
He's lying in the infirmary. He's got gut ache, and you can hear him howling halfway across the camp.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him. Are you the one they call Black?
I'm more like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I need something for the pain. Can't you see I'm barely breathing here? Kurova, I feel like I'll burst.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with you.
My belly hurts. It's killing me. It's as if I'll burst at any moment or give birth to a calf. It's from the fucking pig swill they give us to eat here.
Maybe. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yes! I feel it here. Here. Oh!
It's no wonder. Your stomach's blown up like a bellows. You must have eaten something really bad.
We put some mushrooms someone found in the woods into the stew. Oh.
Oh no.
Fuck.
It's obvious. You've eaten poisonous mushrooms. If you want relief, you need an antidote. The sooner the better.
But I can barely move. Oh, please. Bring it here to me.
I have something for you that should work. Drink it.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it bubbling and gurgling inside me.
Well, are you better now?
Not yet.
No. To look at you, I'd say you're as fit as a fiddle. You're not as white as you were, Black.
I still feel like I got run over by a team of oxen, though.
It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me. So, what did you want?
It's about Victoria, the girl from Miskovitz.
Christ almighty. That woman won't leave me alone. Now she sent someone to try and change my mind?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind. Why would I do that?
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears. But none of it worked.
And what was she trying to achieve?
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice. But that was it. She just didn't get it.
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no one knows where she's gone.
What do you mean she's missing? Wait. Seriously?
As if the earth opened up and swallowed her. Seeing as you two used to meet up, you might have some idea where to look for her.
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
There was a pool of blood on the floor. I was shocked when I went into the hearth room.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the kind of thing girls say.
But what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off your ass and do something.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Unlike you. Not far from here to the east, there's a spot we used to meet. A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might be there.
Good. I'll look there. But I'm doing it for her, not for you. Got it?
I know. But bring her a message from me. Tell her she's a stupid cow. I didn't force her to do anything, and now she's crying over spilt milk.
Try and think it over a bit. It might not just be Victoria's life at stake here. Could you live with yourself, knowing you could have done something, but just couldn't be bothered to help her?
Could have. He's right. I got her into this horrible mess. So tell her I'll take care of her. And if she wants, she can stay here. I'm sure they'll find work for a woman here. At least we'll be together.
Now that sounds like a man talking. I'm going to see her now. I hope it's not too late.
I'll never touch another mushroom again so long as I live.
Nice.
Nice and slow.
I'll take that horse later. Once I find the lady.
Whoa.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
Cheek so mild, and your tender little head. Rest thee here beneath the trees, rest thee here among the leaves, where birdsong calls you to bed. Why, my darling little one, has your mother left and gone? ne'er to hold you in her arms. Her soul wanders far from here, far from all she once held dear, from all earthly good and harm. Hush, my darling little child, forever shall you close your eyes. Daughter mine, you'll never be. Angels bathed in heavenly light, and the demons on the night soon shall come for you and me.
You're Victoria, right?
And who are you?
No one important. Well, it all started like this. I was supposed to bring you some horseshoes, but then...
I'm not interested in any damn horseshoes.
Wait, though. In short, I'm Henry. Black sent me to talk to you. Oh, and so did Martha from Miskovitz. They're worried something happened to you because you vanished all of a sudden. I'll accompany you back home. Right?
I don't want to go back there. Nothing good ever happened to me in that house. I want to stay with my Black. Where is he? Why didn't he come himself?
Because he's lying in the infirmary. But you don't need to worry. He'll be all right soon. I know what happened to you. I was at your house and saw... well, everything. I'm sorry, but this is no solution.
You have no idea what's going on. You don't know me at all.
Then tell me what happened. Maybe I can help you somehow. After all, talking about it will help you feel better. Things aren't as bad as they seem.
Well, you already know that me and Black used to meet. But he changes his mind like the wind. First he says he wants to be with me, then that he's a soldier of the king and serving him as his priority. There's gossip in the village that I'm the camp whore who'll sleep with anyone for a handful of grain. Whenever I left to go up there, they'd shout at me not to come back. And then I found out that I'm with child.
And Black is the father of your child?
Of course. The villagers think I sleep with half the camp, but it can't be anyone else's but his, as God as my witness.
And that blood on the floor in your house?
I was desperate. I picked some herbs to make a decoction to get rid of it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I said to myself, I'd rather die with my child than kill it and go on living.
So you cut yourself?
Yes, with a knife. I cut myself once or twice, but once I felt the pain and saw the blood, I came to my senses. I wiped off the blood with an apron and my skirt, but it was everywhere. I couldn't bear to look at it, so I ran away. Here.
Thanks for confiding in me. You've had a difficult time.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Please tell me what you know about my Black.
Well, Black has manned up and promised he'll take care of you. That is, both of you.
Really? And I was beginning to worry he'd forgotten about me. Or worse, I've already lost one man in life. If another one left me, I'd think I was cursed.
You aren't. I'm certain. Life is complicated sometimes. That's just the way it is. But it looks like you'll have a happy ending.
I won't have to live hand to mouth anymore and do the worst jobs imaginable. Maybe I'll finally have a family.
I wish you all the best. May God be with you.
And with you too, Henry. Thank you.
Let's talk to Black.
Go.
See if he has something to say. Then I can go to Miskovitz. Then I can deliver the horse.
Quick. Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, he's gone. Interesting. Okay, I'll take the horse, then go to Miskovitz. And I'll search for Black later in this camp.
Hey there, pony. If only you knew how much trouble you caused me, friend. But I'm sure Yezhak can't wait to see you.
Hey, you. Have you done something I should know about?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it.
Oh, it's on the way to Miskovitz. Okay, awesome.
Go! Go! Ja! 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 Quick! Ja! Go! Go! Ja! Ja!
Whoa! Christ wounds, mind where you're going.
Greetings, sir.
Whoa! Whoa!
Good afternoon, sir.
I spoke with Victoria. She's all right.
Really? Praise be to God. I'll go and see her as soon as I can. Come back later, lad. Some things need time.
Oh, is she in the village? Hey, 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 where are you going? Where are you going? You stay there. You're not going back, okay?
Shouldn't be bothering us here.
What are you even on about? I want to see Victoria.
So, hey, you're not allowed here. Correct, you nightcrawler.
Quick! 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 Go! God! 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 Go! Whoa! Whoa! You're always welcome here,
All right, boy. We're here. I'm sure your master is waiting for you. Tell me something about yourself. Where are you from?
Holohlavy. It's a village near Hradec. My family's been there for 4 generations.
I've never been there.
It doesn't matter. I haven't set foot there for a good 40 years.
That long? How come?
I'd rather not get into it.
Look, everyone's been through something they'd rather not talk about. I'm not going to judge you.
You wouldn't understand anyway.
Well, now I'm really in the mood to help you.
Sorry, Actually, it's stupid. I had a disagreement with my brother.
And? That's it?
See? You don't understand. Otmar is older, so when my father died, he took over the running of the fortress and the village.
Older than you? My word. Sorry. So, you argued about the inheritance?
No, I was just a boy then, and I wasn't much interested in such things. Otmar wanted me to be chaplain of the church in Holohlavy. But that wouldn't have been the life for me. Ever since I heard the stories of King Arthur as a child, I knew I'd be a knight.
You are one now, though, aren't you?
I don't mean by title. I'm talking about battles and tournaments and romance. Anyway, I soon abandoned my studies and began getting summer with a sword in my hand.
Well, your brother meant well. If you couldn't both have the estate, he wanted you to be secure in another way.
That sounds nice, but he saw it differently. Otmar needed to secure his position because the church owns a lot of land in Holohlavy. He didn't care about me at all. But no matter, I'm happier like this anyway. Or at least I used to be. Otmar gave me the armor and the horse. Would you believe it?
Really? Why would he do that?
After I ran away, I struggled and rarely had 2 groschen to rub together. Otmar found out about it and tracked me down. I was afraid that he would drag me home and force me to go back to my studies. But instead, he gave me armor and his best horse and told me to go and be a knight if I must, but not to return home.
And don't you ever miss your brother?
After all these years, more and more, who knows if he's even still alive?
Don't worry. You'll get your things back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll see your brother again. About these things of yours.
Did Zavish listen to you? Tell me, how did it go?
I've got smoked pike with garlic.
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to take part in a nightly duel.
Damn. He didn't hurt you too much, I hope.
Well, that fella? Come on. He hardly had a chance to blink and he was on his arse. He hadn't a chance against me.
But he's a tournament veteran. You have my admiration, lad. What about my Gringolet? Did he give him to you?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hollowlavy will be forever in your debt. Take this shield, so at least you'll have something to remember me by if this is farewell for good, which is quite likely given how old and grey I am. I'd like to give you my spurs. You may not be a knight, but they can still be of use to you. And you know what? Now that I have my things back, I can do without the groschen I've saved up. Take them. Let them be of some use.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. It's time for me to go home. Who knows? Maybe I can even reconcile with my brother. I told you about him, remember?
That's not a bad idea. So, take care. And give your brother my greetings.
I'll try. God bless you, Henry.
Awesome. Another quest done. His spurs give more charisma. Amazing.
Never mind. Something fishy going on.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I wonder if I could ask him for Jan's quest to get his brother back. Okay. I think it's time for the famous Thunderstone.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Okay, so now I made it.
God. Go. Quick. Quick. Go. Go. Ka. Go. Quick. Ka. 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 Quick. Ka. Quick. Ka. Ka. Ka.
Go! Quick, go!
You again.
Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Shall we? Behold, Henry of Skalitz, who is truly not a noble.
I give you Peter Hornet, the man with the stinger punch.
Exactly.
I see you're faring better. That's some serious kit you've got there.
I need it. Serious kid for the serious expedition I'm going on. But enough jabbering. My hands are itching today. Shall we duel?
Hey, hold on. Wait, what were you saying about an expedition?
I ran into a fellow who passes through here delivering supplies to Bavaria.
Are you going to join him?
As sure as my name's Peter Hornet. He was hiring guards for the caravan. How could I refuse?
Well, it's a long way to Bavaria.
And I hear it's not going to be a piece of cake either. Bandits and whatnot. Ha! They can kiss my you-know-what, as long as I get paid handsomely.
When are you leaving?
In a couple of days. We're supposed to meet at a wayside inn up the road.
Well, I hope you make plenty of coin off of this.
Here's hoping. Thanks.
Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your swordplay if you beat me.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win. I'm just getting warmed up, you shit!
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So you wanted to learn how to improve your sword play. There are a lot of moves you can come up with. But when you're getting stuck in, don't forget to use your free hand too. It can be a good idea to throw a sudden punch in the ribs, like when you're pushing out of a clinch. A sword is like an extension of your arm. But just because you only need one hand to grip it, doesn't mean you can't put your other to good use.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Good luck, Hornet.
You too, Henry. Don't whistle here. Nobody wants to hear it.
Go! Go!
Ka!
Whoa! Whoa!
Henry! Henry! It's Peter! You won't believe what happened.
How is Peter doing?
Henry, you won't believe it. It worked. Peter got up in the morning. You could see that he was struggling, but then something in him snapped into place and he just went to work. I can tell he's still fighting something inside his head. He'll stop for a moment, take a deep breath, then continue working. I reckon he wants to discuss something with the others in the village, but I don't know if he has the strength for it now. But regardless, it went away as quickly as it came. I can't thank you enough.
Just keep giving him hope, so that he doesn't fall back into gloom.
I will. You can count on it.
I'm glad I could help. But don't forget our deal. The Thunderstone is mine now.
But the stone helped, Peter. We need it, and I'll never be able to afford another one. It'll protect our homestead. And what if Peter's illness returns? Then I'll need the stone again.
The stone has great power, but it's used up all the strength it had for you. Now it's time for it to help others.
You're right. Here, it's rightfully yours. It's hard to give it up, knowing how much I spent on it. That's why I can't give you anything else as a reward right now. But believe me, I'll spread the word of how you helped us around the village.
Thank you. That's good enough for me.
See you soon, my friend.
Finally, you're up. I can keep the Thunderstone? Or return it? Ooh, choices, choices. There it is, the famous Thunderstone. Finely smooth stone of dark color, endowed with magical power. With a lightning hole in the middle. It's pleasant to the touch and slightly warm in the hand. It will bring me good luck and protect me from all evil. Uh-huh. Surely it will, Henry. Surely.
Oh, you not.
I guess I can try to return it to Tomlin, see what he gives me, and then give it to Kona. Maybe give it to Tomlin, steal it, and then Kona. Let's go. And then steal it from Kona as well for me. Because I'm a true believer.
Quick! Go! Ka! 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 Go! Ka! Ka! Quick! Ka! 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 Go!
Maybe I can check on Black and Victoria in the camp.
Quick!
While I'm here. Unless they went back home.
Oh,
you know, I'll check it quickly. I'm curious.
You're right. I'm sick of going to the bars and hearing, so will it be the usual?
Greetings, sir. Who are you?
You do not know who I am? Have you just crawled out from under a dung heap? I'm Grossav of Borumraka. What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you.
You and half the camp. I don't have time for you, peasant. I'm in charge of the whole place here. Got that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time.
Then do not waste my time.
Yasak? Is that you?
Very good, Henry.
Hold on. You speak our language?
I learn good. Nice to speak language if I fighting here.
It's the guy we helped to get a lady.
What happened to Vashko?
We go different ways. He not want to army again. Few weeks now. He have home go to, but me no home here. So I look army, where camp, and found here.
What are you doing here? I thought you wanted to get out of the army.
That is truth. This country no good for me. People throw stone and women close legs when see me.
Yet you decided to come back?
Again. Bad here, but every other place better.
And the others let you back in, just like that? You're a deserter, aren't you?
People talk shit, but Chertan commander understand and let me back. Not even much punish. Only 30 hits with stick to ours. He is good man.
Anyway, it was nice to see you.
Pleasure is me, Henry. You must be dropping sometime.
What? Aye, right. I'll drop by. You better will.